I think you're making a really interesting decision here to focus on immigration, focus on reproductive care, and put them front and center, not run away from them. Talk to me about that strategy.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. I'm focusing on making sure we're reaching all voters, but we know that Latino voters have kind of been left out of the equation. We're 40% of the population. And so it's really important that we have the kind of representation. That's what I bring to the table. I'm a Latina from the border, from the Rio Grande Valley. I'm a fifth-generation Tejana, and I'm a mother. So people across the state are seeing themselves in my campaign, and it's because they can connect with me. And they also do not want someone who is under criminal indictment to be the Attorney General of Texas.
Let's talk about your opponent. In September, his office dropped a series of human trafficking and child sexual assault cases after losing track of one of the victims. Paxton also under investigation for trying to flee Texas to avoid being served a subpoena. What is the argument you are making then about Ken Paxton's leadership?
I mean, Ken Paxton hasn't seen a crime he doesn't want to commit, and he also hasn't seen a right he doesn't want to take away. But what's even more concerning is the fact that his office is in complete disarray. The Associated Press discussed what was happening in his office, the fact that that he is dropping on these very important cases, this child trafficking case. He has $3 billion at his disposal, and he's only closed 4 cases in the last 2 years. He is weak on crime. He's weak on human trafficking. And in fact, there are allegations of his office being so in disarray that child pornography was being shown to the staff. There needs to be an immediate investigation into what exactly is going on in Ken Paxton's office, and I'm calling on the Texas Rangers to do that. We need to hold them accountable. The law needs to hold them accountable, and the people of Texas need to hold them accountable this November.
You know, I think in the past, these AG races have sort of existed on the periphery, but given everything that happened in the last election, they exist very much in the foreground. I mean, how much of this is really talking about abortion rights, talking about immigration, and how much of it is just talking about the basic mechanics of governing?
I mean, the government that we have right now in Texas is just failing us. We have a total ban on abortions. There are no exceptions for rape or incest. Ken Paxton litigated to stop doctors from providing life-saving care to people in emergency rooms. I mean, the situation is absolutely dire. That coupled with the fact that our civil rights, our access to voting has been completely eroded under this administration, we need a big change. It's absolutely important, and the people of Texas are seeing what is happening. They don't like it, and that's why I'm closing in on the polls. This is the closest statewide race that we have in Texas. And more than that, this is one of the most competitive attorney general races in the country, according to national think tanks like Sabato's Crystal Ball.